everybody, and welcome back to Hobo's Hollow. Soon to be released map over at the Giants Mod Hub, and currently available over at FarmersOnly.Club. Link down in the description below. But in order to get the FarmersOnly.Club version, you will need to sign up for their services. Rabbit Rob, UTV, GoldenEye, what is up, everybody? That is correct, Juliana. It will not be available for crossplay due to its 4X size, unless Giants has something else up their sleeves that we don't know about with respect to 4X maps and consoles. I don't think we have seen a 4X map hit the Giants Mod Hub, so you never know. Maybe there's something different with FS22. Waylon, what is up? Elbow Falls, everybody, welcome to the pre-show. We have just under 8 more minutes to go before the real deal starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Wasn't me, Jacer. I talk out of my mouth. I don't talk out of your phone. Figuring out how to get to the sell point. I'm gonna have to upgrade my trailer because I don't think hauling 8,000 liters at a time is going to do it. I'd say this is definitely not going to do it. Who's lost? I am lost. How about you just drive to the sell point cross country and then figure out how to get there from once we're there. Diablo del Toro, welcome. Alon, how you doing today? And Kuba. Assume that is hello. We'll just say hello back. Regardless. GoldenEye has it's snowing inside. What? What do you mean it's snowing inside? What is up, City Flyer? How are you doing? I was taking a look at some mods earlier to possibly make some videos, and I have to say there's not a lot out there that I've been able to find that I think is noteworthy. I do have a modder profile video dropping at 4 o'clock today. If you're looking for production and you play on PC, it might be a video that you do not want to miss. I've been watching this modder for a while and hoping they took care of a few of the issues that I was kind of hesitant on doing a video on until they took care of those. And looks like for the most part they have taken care of those issues and things look good to go. So here comes a video. It did a count. This particular modder has close to 20 FS22 production mods available. So if you're looking for a little bit different type of production, then this guy has possibly what you may be interested in. Now let's figure out how we should have gotten here, so we'll know how to get here on the next load. How has everybody's week been today, yesterday, the day before, and several days behind? So this map is now in Mod Hub testing over at Giants Mod Hub. So I thought, you know what? Maybe we'll come back and do another video on this particular map. Another live stream. Try to spur up interest again. Rekindle some excitement we had from last weekend. Goose exploring, welcome. What type of goo are you exploring today, may I ask? And if I may not, well, too bad, I already did. Camston did get updated. I saw that drop this morning. I've got a mod video I'm planning to record after this one on the Fellas hack that dropped today. Camston update dropped today also. Looks like he added soybeans and oats, and then has a note that all the other byproducts that you can't sell are deliberately set that way. I don't know if he fixed the accidentally selling all the gates and doors issue, but did see he has quite a list of updates where you can now sell the pig buildings, the little sheds at the pig area, so you can make use of that grass. You can sell the horse exercise area, so you can make use of that grass, which is good to see. Now we are running the latest version of this map, that I said is over at FarmersOnly.Club. If you're not familiar with that service, we'll be talking a little bit about them in a little bit. And if I can enlist UTB to talk about his experiences over there, that would be awesome. Or anybody else that is using that service now. Would love to hear what your first-hand thoughts are on FarmersOnly.Club. QA library, I expect you're going to need a new save for that in order for the coordinates of the collectibles to pick up in your save game. That's typically what that problem is the updated coordinates, or if he has changed the terrain or modified the field boundaries in any way, that is going to require a save game to pick up. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hobo's Hollow. We are doing a map preview live stream once again of a soon-to-be released map, or hopefully the Giants mod hub, Hobo Hollow, which is a 4X map, which as far as we know is going to preclude it from being available on console. But you never know, there may be some new features that may allow such maps on either new console platforms or maybe all consoles because of the map optimizations and the game optimizations. But we really don't know. All we can go off of is historical information until a 4X map does or does not get released on the Giants mod hub for console. But before that, oops. This video is brought to you by Lawrence Anderson and Will Hausman. Thank you all for being farm barons. And since we already kind of teased this, there was a comment UTB had earlier in chat. Loving this map over at FarmersOnly.Club. Haven't done a single player since joining. So that is great to hear. I would love to see some more of your thoughts, UTB, on FarmersOnly.Club and the gameplay experience over there in chat. Now I'm gonna park this because trying to sell grain at 8,000 liters is gonna be a little bit of a pain in the tuchus. So let's go and get something fun. And we're gonna belly dump. So why not belly dump? There we go. Now we are running the latest version from FarmersOnly.Club. So the mod hub variant will not have the FarmersOnly.Club branding on the signage or anything like that. Cutters is loving his time over there. That's great to hear. Who's exploring is exploring an old church at the moment. Hopefully you won't run across any sort of crypts down in the basement, right? Well, it's interesting that you would say this looks like the English countryside. I believe it's supposed to emulate a more of an American style feel, but hey, you never know. And we are driving off the edge of the map. That's how awesome the edge of the map is. We were lost driving to the edge. Diablo del Toro did not. If it's not showing up, I might need to restart it. But I would like to move to another map on that server. Kind of looking for interest in what map that might be. That's right. Don't forget to drop that thumbs up. Oops. Sorry. Wasn't paying attention. That's all me. Wasn't paying attention. Let's get back to paying attention. Now 53 is one of the smaller fields. Available to us on this map. Take a look at the PDA, you can see 53 as far as the shape and the size compared to other fields like the massive field 57. Wow. I'll put it in the little center container. This video is sponsored by Google Translate. Help me figure out how to say these interesting words. We're still in a little bit of a mod drought with respect to cross-platform mods, I think, or cross-platform maps, right? Calmston or No Man's Land really might be the only two that are cross-platform, right? Manchester, you might find some crypts in Manchester, no doubt. I don't know, I'm making that all up. Oh, the construction map, okay. So yeah, we're still kind of in a map drought for crossplay. That's through no fault of maps coming into the mod hub. It's just not of a quality enough nature to make their way out of the mod hub. At least not without going through a big old fail, right? So remember, we were doing some fertilizing contracts. $24. Where are we even at? Field 41. 24, okay. 24 and 35. We'll do those. QA library there was in FS19 and before. And based on that limitation, we are assuming that there will still be a limitation for FS22. But we don't know, right? There was one 4X map that for a very brief period of time was available for all platforms in 19. And it may have been available for like 2 or 3 days, and then poof, it went away because I think console players were having performance issues. And that's what it's what has been kind of iterated for a while, that 4X maps have kind of too much landmass, too much going on for the more limited memory and resources of the older consoles. As far as next-gen consoles, we don't know. We won't know until a map shows up or doesn't show up for all platforms. That's 4X, or for selected platforms. So, for example, you know, when you look at the Mod Hub, right now, if it's available for console, it lists PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X, right? It lists all 4 of those. But conceivably, it could, you know, there could be something that comes out that says Xbox X, PS5, and PC Mac, right? Potentially. So we'll just have to see until something like Hobo's Hollow gets up there as to if they stick it on a console platform, on a next-gen console platform, and how it works. I think the big problem with Stadia is it's just like a console in that you don't have access to the file system. So as a result, you only have access to the mods that the Stadia servers have access to. And I would assume those aren't getting updated with mods in any way. So the way I see Stadia is it's a mod-free playground, right? And I have absolutely no idea. I'm not a tractor historian. I do not pay any attention to tractors in real life. But yeah, I mean, if you look at my map, right at my map playlist, we're well over 20 maps at this point, I think. Or not maybe well over, but we are over 20 maps in that playlist. And if only 3 of them are, well, technically 6. If only 6 of them are all platforms, right? You can see how frustrating some people might be. Hoot! You are a hoot. I do everything in my power to avoid cutting real trees or fake trees. I also told myself that I would never heat my house with firewood ever again. I did not have the same outlook on firewood as my grandfather, who told me some very interesting tales about why we should love firewood. He would say, firewood will warm you up 3 times. Once while you are cutting it and splitting it. Second time when you are transporting it. And the third time is when you burn it. So firewood is a very efficient way of keeping you warm because you get 3 uses out of it. I would rather just be warm once. How about that? No QA library growing up. We cut firewood for 2 houses, as well as cut firewood to sell. And then typically the firewood that we cut to sell, we would load on a truck and then deliver it and stack it. So it was called a whole lot of handling of the same pieces of wood. So I'm more than happy to be heating the house with natural gas. Oh, an autoloader. I don't know about that. Will, what's up? This video is brought to you by Will. Right? Am I remembering right? Oops, wrong one. Wrong button. Look at that, Will. Your name's in the credits. I think our harvester is full. So we're going to need to go empty it. Now, I've heard my logo's around here, this map somewhere. Just not really sure where it might be. Poor kids. Yeah, I was the autoloader. Auto stacker. He did have an interesting thing set up. He had pallets that he then built a metal frame on, and we would stack the wood in that, and like one pallet would be a quarter of a quarter of a cord. Or a half a cord. But yeah, you know, my days of burning wood are done. What kind of wood? Wood out in the woods? I don't know. Assume a whole lot of wood, a whole lot of oak. Yeah, let's get back to the business at hand. While we're up here, we might as well work on field 24. Hi, Patton. Thanks for dropping by. So let's talk a little bit about FarmersOnly.Club. What are they, and why does it matter? Well, they are a multiplayer organization that is looking to kind of change the way you play the game in multiplayer. They are a group of players that have several servers under their control and make use of some magic sauce. I call it magic sauce, to allow you to effectively play together in a rather unique and hopefully entertaining way, in that players can basically transport their money and their equipment from map to map, helping each other out and such. I've got an idea for a series that we will probably kick off toward the end of March or end of February. That is going Phil sauce. Is that the name that the guy that made the magic sauce, Phil? I've got an idea for a series that's going to be making use of FarmersOnly.Club, not the dating site. Not the dating site, Rabbit Rob. FarmersOnly.Club is a website for farmers who want to play in a virtual world. So we're going to be maybe kicking that off in March, and hopefully that'll be fun. Oh, we don't have... Oh, man. I don't have a guidance steering enabled. Okay, we'll just hire a helper. And let the helper do that. And then we need to look. Wheat. We own field 4. Let's get on here. We got a planter. We got to... Let's go check the status. Let's see the status of field 4. Blackwood, boys! Don't worry about being late. There's always the replay. Now, we did a live stream last week where we showed off the map and talked about the map in a bit more detail, but so here's 4. It's already plowed. We need to lime it. Let's go back over here. We'll seed it. But I have to say that I would like to see 4X maps be available to all platforms. I think that would be awesome. But until we know it is or isn't possible, right, it's going to be a whole lot of just speculation. Move this thing out of the way. Well, thank you very much, Blackwood boys. Glad those bees have been helping you out. There we go. It's good to see that we start out with seed. I was dreading the ride up there to get more seed. No, you can't tell me that we're not able to hire help, right? Zach, what is up? Funny, I had someone make a comment about the mower, the swather that we did a video on the other day. But you can't hire a helper. And I was like, at the end of the video, I did hire a helper, and it mowed the grass. So yeah. Looks like we can. Oh, well, I know it's a nice trailer. It's a base game trailer. It's real nice. We just changed it to black and put a red top or tarp on it. Alphatron, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good, sir. So I did see the map in testing. I don't know if it's still in testing or if it got kicked back. Man, I was really, really hoping that we would have the old stream farm out, but that looks like maybe it did not finish testing on console or got kicked back. We haven't seen it. Maybe we'll see it early next week. Banana tree in your yard. Did it ever make any bananas? Well, something else that was interesting that I heard was that it sounds like maybe there are mods that have completed testing that haven't been released yet because they are pending the update. Right? And Giants announced yesterday that they are hopefully 2 weeks out from an update drop. So it's possible that we might see a big mod drop the day after or the same day of the update. Now, I would certainly hope that the Old Streams farm wasn't one of those that are potentially waiting on an update. Goof, I went the wrong way. Again. And it sounds like we're also going to have some new content with our 1.3 update. Specifically a new harvester, a new Ideal 7T that actually has the ability to level, self-leveling. So if you're harvesting on a hillside, from what it sounds like, it's going to have the ability to level itself to some degree on the hillside. So that'll be interesting to see how that works and how that looks. Yeah. The Ideal 7TP. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna have to download it. I don't have it saved over here. All right, let me get to the sell point. Then I'll pull it up. Indeed, City Flyer, that is going to be coming soon also. No idea on the exact time frame of that, but typically there is an update before a DLC drop. So the 1.3 update could also be what is needed in the DLC drop. So while that is unloading, let's take a look at this Ideal 7PL with slope compensation. See that slope compensation? So right now we're seeing this here on Erlengroth, but it's on a flat area. How much of slope can this compensate? And then we have a specific power flow 30-foot header to go with it. So that is coming up. We also have the Hardy Navigator 4000 Delta Force. This is a special service sprayer. 27 to 33 meters, so we have the variable boom option going on here. I'm sure we'll also have the variable spray width feature. And then we have the Garant slurry tanker. Here we go. The PQ32, 32,000 liter slurry tanker. We know that content is coming in the 1.3 content update, as well as the patch, as well as the DLC at some point. There we go. With all the free content? Well, why not? Isn't that what everybody wants? Free stuff. You get some free content and you get some paid content to go along with it. Jimmy! How are you doing, sir? When will things start to warm up for you? Well, and man, if you want, if that's a pessimistic view you want to take, sure. Or the fact that the game was released on disc means that there's only a finite amount of information you can pack onto a disc, or in this case, 2 discs. So 2 DVDs, that's 4.7 gigabytes each. So that's approximately 9.3 gigabytes of space that you can put on the game discs as delivered. And that included the game, remaps, and hundreds of pieces of machinery already. So if you look at it from possibly the standpoint that maybe, quite maybe, there was more machinery, or there is more machinery that they want in FS22 that they couldn't physically put on disc, and this free content is a way of maybe trickling out that content that could have, but couldn't fit on the media for distribution to the game. But I mean, if you just want to say it's because they want to look good, because their game's a piece of shit, then, you know, that's what you're going to think, and that's how you're going to say it to other people. It's whatever you want to do. The download, it was, I don't really remember. I don't really remember what the download was. I think it was, what, 30 gig install? I know it's like a 30 gig install, but I don't remember the download size. I can look. Let's go look. I got it saved here. Let's look. FS22. 13 gigs downloaded. The disk image was 13 gigs. Right? So if you download it off of the Giants Content Delivery Network, you got a 13 gig image file. They were able to, I guess, further compress that on the delivered media, because the game was on 2 discs if you got the collector's edition, or if you buy the physical discs. Now they would get, if they moved away from physical media, then they wouldn't have those constraints, right? But until they get away from physical media, there are those constraints. But the way I look at it, they're providing content, but it's not all FS19 only stuff. The Ideal 7T is a completely different harvester. It has slope compensation. You know, we can't say it's the exact same model as the 9T just from a picture. It looks similar, but we can't say just from a picture if it's the exact same model. I suspect it's a little bit physically smaller. And it would obviously have the features and capabilities of the slope compensation, which will be interesting to see work, especially on fields that are on hillsides. You know, really excited to see that concept work. So we have 1,900 liters. Let's put this in our little trailer. Oh, we don't have our little trailer here anymore. So that's about there. That's in the middle. Perfect. Yeah, disk capacity. Well, a DVD is 4.7 gigs. That's what the disk capacity of a DVD is. And it definitely wasn't a Blu-ray disc. There we go. 24. Do they have dual layer DVDs? I don't know. I know they have dual layer Blu-rays. But if they have dual layer DVDs, I don't know. But I get the feeling that we're going to get, at least for this first year, I have a feeling we're going to get some free content updates throughout the year. Now, you know, if let's say, yeah, let's say in 6 months we get the rest of the Bolgart DLC from 19 as free content in 22, yeah, that's probably going to be a little frustrating for players to be like, oh, have they been sitting on this for 6 months? And I get that frustration. I can understand that. That's a good one there. That's a funny one. What? That's because you won a copy of FS22 in a giveaway. Right? Oh. Hold on. There, that's why it wasn't coming up. Yeah. Well, I forgot, I don't have mail detach here. I'm glad you've been able to enjoy my money. Oops. Jerry's Keeper! Thank you for becoming a farm baron. Or renewal. I don't know. But thank you nonetheless. Fine, sir. Animal dealer right here at Paula's Pigsty. Paula's Pigs. Ah, look, cross-platform. This map is cross-platform. You can watch it on PlayStation while playing on PC. You know what? I wouldn't mind some crunch and munch right now. I could eat a whole box. Right? I don't think the boxes are big enough. But I mean, what are the speculations? Are there speculations running a wild with respect to the first DLC update? That's what I'm curious about. Delilah, we did say snacks. I'm getting a little parched. I could use a little beverage and snack refreshment. Valkyra, welcome to the stream. Seed drills between 1 meter and 2.9 meters. That's what I'm hearing. That's what you all want to see. No field found. There's a field right here, you silly goose. The field. This PDA looks different than the PDA we had last week. I kind of like this one. Looks more artistic. There, it's updating. We don't have a lime spreader, so we won't worry about that. But I do want to buy, let's buy a field. Five field. Well, that's a big. That's big and expensive. There we go. What did we just buy? So that's growing, and this is growing, and field 2 is cultivated. Okay. Oh, we already put our seeder away. Go check out these fields we bought. Some kind of crop they have grown in them. Here's field 5. Nice and flat. So if you're on PC, we've got a video dropping in an hour that is going to be profiling a modder that has made a lot of production mods. If you're looking for some variety in your production, then it may not be bad to check out that video. I burned my first DVDs in probably 10 years this week.